Hey guys, it's Thor Sandalwood again. Today, it's it's April 28th, 2021. Today we're going to be talking about XRP cryptocurrency, and we're going to take a look at the birth chart using astrology to analyze what I see coming up for XRP. And really quickly, I was thinking right before I went live today, I'm going to have to do a major update to the May 2021 predictions, because there's something I left out, and I was thinking a lot about this. And we're thinking a lot about, how you doing, Ravi? I was thinking a lot how I told you guys when Rahu enters Kritika in September of 2021 that there's going to be some issues, but I also see some issues earlier than that. And that will affect the cryptocurrency markets, especially with these Saturn going retrograde on May 23rd, all the way to October, and Jupiter going retrograde in June. So I think these retrogrades, this asset bubble that we've been talking about, this might happen a little sooner than we wanted it to. Let's take a look, and before we talk about XRP, guys, let's take a look at my disclaimer really fast. It's not meant to replace advice from a qualified financial planner. I use the sidereal zodiac, not the Western tropical zodiac in my predictions. Predictions are mine alone. Videos for entertainment purposes only. So I hope you guys really enjoy the presentation that we have for you. Couple more things actually before we move to the actual reading. Let me give you a really quick overview of astrology, because maybe some people that are watching right now, I know a lot of people in the live chat are very familiar with astrology, but if this is your first time coming across astrology, you're thinking, why am I using an astrology chart to predict cryptocurrency? And here's the reason. It's ancient science of astrology. It's known as the science of light. The planets and stars are the keepers of the Akashic records. They are the radio transmitters of your karma. Everything has karma: a person, a country, a corporation, financial systems. So even cryptocurrencies, even though they're digital and we can't see them with our five senses, they have karma, because everything has karma. And let's take a look at one more slide, guys, because I got to plug myself. Please, guys, my goal right now is I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's been going really well. I think I'm at 712 right now subscribers, and we are moving in the right direction for sure. So, guys, if you're interested in astrology and cryptocurrency, please like and subscribe. I'm going for 1,000 subscribers. If you're interested in your own reading, please email me at thor.sandalwood@gmail.com. I almost have a website online. It's going to come online so you can look at prices of different readings, and you can even pay on my website. But right now it's all done through email at the moment. So let's go take a look at XRP, guys. Yesterday we talked about Litecoin, and I was majorly impressed with Litecoin. The amount of yogas I saw in the chart were amazing. So let's take a look at XRP. And I'll give you guys a little preview right now. XRP, I'm not as impressed with the XRP chart. When I was looking at it, I got a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a negative feeling about the chart, even when I looked at it at first. And we'll go through why I see a little bit of negative with XRP. Let us go back to the presentation. So let's take a look at the XRP chart, guys. Well, I used January 3rd, 2009, 1815 UTC, San Francisco, California, as the birth time for XRP. And apparently, I know that Ripple, the company Ripple's involved in, from what I heard, XRP was already, the first block was created before Ripple got involved. I don't know if Ripple got involved around 2012. You guys can maybe correct me on that. Yeah, that's the data I got when the first block was created. Let's take a look at the chart for XRP, guys. And right away, you know, we can notice that it's a Pisces Ascendant with the XRP. Oops, I went to the wrong screen here. And, you know, Pisces Ascendant, it's ruled by Jupiter. So, you know, it's kind of more, and Pisces is the sign of more of that dreamy, I think of more of expansiveness than the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is kind of more of that strict, more religious type person. Pisces is more of the spiritual person. But, you know, we're talking about a cryptocurrency. And let me pull up this real quick. Oops. And let me get this up, guys. Right away, you guys notice that I'm really fiddling around with my screens today. You know, right there we see, you know, Moon is in the first house of Pisces right there. And Moon is the 5th lord, which generally would bring luck to a person because 5th lord. The problem with XRP's chart, though, I see is K2's in the 5th house. And K2 can actually make somebody not very lucky. For example, I have K2 in my own personal chart in the 5th house, and basically, you know, it says that you're not, you know, if you have K2 in the 5th house, going into speculation or gambling or things like that is not really a good avenue for you. So, luck, fortune, and speculation is not going to be on XRP's side. So let's take another look at that, guys. Now, the thing is you look at it and you think, you know, well, Jupiter's in the 11th house and Mercury's there and Rahu's in the 11th house, so it should be really good for money, right? And my answer would be like, my answer right away is, well, it's a mixed bag, and I'll tell you guys why. Because normally if we saw Rahu and Jupiter in the 11th house, we would be like, yes, this thing's going to make a lot of money. But we have some issues there. And one of the issues, we'll go back real quick, is Jupiter right here, the ruling planet of the chart, is debilitated in the sign of Capricorn. So we're already, Jupiter is not actually that great of a planet for this particular chart because it's debilitated. It's not going to produce the results we want with Jupiter in the 11th house. Like, we would think Jupiter would expand how much money you're going to make with it, but, you know, it's debilitated. So when a planet's debilitated, it's not very powerful. And then also, we can take a look at, I'm going to go to the next slide real quick. Next thing we're going to look at as far as money, guys, is if you notice the Venus, remember that's the natural karaka of money in a chart. And Venus is in the 12th house, which is not very good for it either. Venus, the natural karaka of money, is in the house of, you know, losses. 12th house. We got losses there. And then, you know, also, Venus is the 3rd and 8th lord, which is not really a positive planet. We're going to talk more about that. We're going to talk about, because currently XRP is in Venus Bhukti, and Venus isn't a very positive planet at all for XRP. It's in the 12th house, and it rules the 3rd house, which is a cruel house, and it rules the 8th house, which is one of the 3 evil houses. And the only reason they call these evil houses is because they don't give positive, like, generally what a person thinks of as positive results. You know, people want more money, they want more adoration, they want more status. And the evil houses are going to take those away because mainly their job is to make you more enlightened. So let me clean up this chart really fast. And I know, like, people that are probably really into XRP right now, they're probably already like, oh no, this reading's not going to go that well. And I'm hoping, you know, that it's not that negative. Let's take a look at the presentation real quick. 6th lord is in the 10th house. This can cause problems in public visibility. Mars, that's what I was also going to take a look at. We can go back to the chart right here. Like, in the 10th house, normally we would think, you know, having the sun in the 10th house is normally considered a very positive thing because it makes you very bright, very noticed by, in your career, in your public reputation. But if you guys take a look, this is, it rules the 6th house of Leo. So we have the 6th lord there. The 6th lord can cause problems in the 10th house. You're going to have problems with enemies. You're going to have jealous people. 6th house is really a lot of jealous people too. So if you had like the 6th lord in the 10th house, it'd be like, watch out for all those jealous people and enemies at work because they're going to try to be holding you back. With XRP, it'd be the public reputation. There's some sort of animosity towards the public reputation. And let's go ahead and let me go back to the presentation really quick, guys. And Mars in the 10th house is good because it's the 2nd and 9th lord. But again, a chart can be mixed. Mars, the 2nd and 9th lord's in the 10th house, but, the sun, the 6th lord, is in the 10th house. So it's kind of a mixed bag. You're going to have good and bad when you're running that kind of, the dasha of Jupiter, which is the 10th house lord. Next thing I wanted to look at, guys, was in 2018. We can take a look right here, guys. XRP went through this big bull run. And what was it? $3.84 it reached back in January 2018. And the current price is, what, $1.37 in today's price, which I took April 28th, 2021. So right away you notice that even with this current big cryptocurrency bull run that is happening right now, XRP is not really performing with the other cryptos at the moment. And, that's kind of worrisome because you would think that it would be outstripping what it did in 2018, and it's not. And I'll show you why astrologically, why it's having some issues there. And let me go to the next slide here. Okay, so we're going to look at the 2018 bull run to see if we can better understand what happened there. And if you guys take a look at this slide, XRP entered Mercury Mahadasha December 4th, 2016. And it's going to be in that same Mahadasha till 2033. XRP reached $3.84 during the initial Bhukti of Mercury. Gains were lost with onset of Mercury K2, May 3rd, 2019. And so, when we look at the initial Mercury Mahadasha and you see it go up, and let's see, Mercury is I think it's not a bad planet. Mercury is, the 4th and the 7th lord. It's an okay planet. I think Parashara says that's a problem though when you have two Kendra houses, a 4th and 7th lordship over it. But let's go ahead and let's go check the dashas right here. And you see, guys, in the dashas, which I'm going to show you right here, everybody has these dashas, by the way. That's when it entered Mercury. And then it had that big rise of $3.84 during that period. But then as soon as it got into K2, around that time, the prices never recovered. So we've never seen the price really recover fully since that 2018 bull run that it was part of. And let's go back to the presentation really fast. So Mercury Mahadasha has been kind of a mixed bag for it so far. What we really want to know is, like, what is XRP? What is the current Mahadasha and Bhukti that XRP is running? And really quick, you guys can see, and I'm back at that chart again. So the current Bhukti is going to be this one right here. Is Mercury Venus, which it's in all the way till 2023 when it enters the next Bhukti, Mercury Sun. Now this is going to be kind of like, I'm throwing out a lot of dates. So a lot of times when you guys are following this, I do recommend you get a notepad or something to write it on, because it is, a lot of times there is no simple yes or no answer with things. That's why things are complicated. There's dashas being run. There's transits happening, and we have to look at the overall karma of what's happening with a person, or in this example, XRP. So we'll go to the next one, next slide here. So the current Mahadasha and Bhukti is going to be Mercury Mahadasha Venus Bhukti, April 29, 2020 through February 28, 2023. And this is not such a great time for XRP, guys. Although benefiting from the overall cryptocurrency bull run, it still has a long way to go to meet the past bull run. Venus is located in the 12th house of losses. It also rules the 3rd and 8th houses. So we'll go back to the chart here. And let me clean that up a little bit. So we're like focused on Venus, right? Venus would be like normally you think, oops, let me get back to the camera, guys. Normally you would think Venus is going to be great. You're just running the planet Venus, and Venus is the natural planet of luxury, of money, of everything like that. But it really depends on what lagna you are. So for a Pisces ascendant, Venus, even though it's considered a natural benefic planet, it's not so great. It rules the 3rd and the 8th house. It's not a great planet for Pisces. So let's go back to the chart here. So right here, we see Venus. It's in the 12th house. Remember, guys, remember the Dashtanas are 6, 8, and 12. So check what's in the 12th house, and then it rules the 3rd house, and it rules the 8th house, and it also rules the 8th house. So we got another Dashtana involved. I mean, the only one that's not involved at this point is the 6th house. And we see, when you have a lot of Dashtanas involved, we see, again, that's what happened with Donald Trump and why he lost the election to Joe Biden. There were way too many negative houses involved. The 6th Lord, the 12th house, and he had those going on, which is not good. This is not really a good omen for XRP. The 8th house right here, it has to do with sudden losses, sudden events, sudden ups and downs. It's the cycle of birth and rebirth. But as far as money goes, it's not really a great house. 3rd house is considered kind of a cruel house because 3rd house is one of those houses, it's considered a cruel house because it's an upachaya house, which means it's a house of effort and experimentation. And a lot of times through our 3rd house experimentation, we get things wrong. And that's where we have to learn. And since that's why they call it a cruel house. It's kind of like the little brother of the 6th house, the 3rd house. And let's continue with the presentation, guys. So this Venus Bhukti that it's currently in, this Venus Bhukti is going to go till February of 2023. So that's the rest of this year and the remaining 2022, the next year and a half, XRP is going to be in this Venus Bhukti, which, I don't see as very beneficial for XRP. And I wish I had better news for XRP, but I don't. And one of the things is, well, wouldn't it be good to buy it then? If the price is going to be going down. Well, then I did take a look at the following Bhukti, which is Sun Bhukti, and then we find out again, that's going to be a bad Bhukti for XRP. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe XRP is going to be having a really, really bad time the next few years, maybe 5-10 years from now. I don't know, is it going to still exist? Because we know not all the cryptocurrencies are going to exist. Let me go ahead and change the slide real quick. So here's the issue with the next Bhukti that XRP enters, and this is 2021 predictions, but I wanted to go like, okay, is there any hope that I can give my viewers and my subscribers and the people that are watching this? And it's like, well, Mercury Sun Bhukti, February 28th, 23 to January 5th, 2024, Sun is 6th Lord. Don't see a positive Bhukti there. Decreases, losses, and problems. So at this moment, karmically, I don't see XRP in a very good position. Now, as long as I have the right data about the birth the first block creation, the chart doesn't look that great for XRP. The next thing we can look at, guys, is the Rahu Transit through Taurus. You guys remember that's going on right now, September 22nd, 2020 through April 12th, 2022. It's translating the third house. It's a mixed bag. Third house is self-earned money. However, third house is considered a cruel house. And that's one of the reasons, I told you guys earlier about the third house. It can be good on some level, but it's not like, I don't see any positive planets in the third house. It's just the third house. If we saw Venus in the third house, well, actually, in this chart, Venus probably wouldn't be good. But if we saw, say, Mars in the third house, because Mars is a positive planet for, the second and the ninth lord for Pisces Ascendant, then I might say, yeah, third house, this is going to be really good. But I don't see it that positive. We also got the Saturn transit, guys, all the way till April 28th, 2022. Saturn's transit to the 11th house can restrict the earnings, salaries, and money. Again, not a favorable transit for XRP. So I know, I don't know if there's an XRP fan. I think XRP is in the top 5 most held cryptocurrencies, I believe. So it's, it's probably going to be a bummer that I'm not given a great astrological report on it. And then finally, guys, we have the Jupiter transit, which is, again, the transit's going through the 12th house. What is Jupiter expanding in the 12th house? More losses, possibly? So, guys, just because, Jupiter's considered a good planet, in my mind, Jupiter, it simply expands whatever house it's in contact with. So if Jupiter was transiting the 6th house, it would be expanding the problems. It would be expanding the issues with the 6th house. Maybe they'll be multiplying the enemies. And then Jupiter's transiting the 12th house of Aquarius. Well, that's expanding the losses and the detrimental effects of the 12th house. That's why I'm so worried about XRP. And so my overall analysis of XRP is benefiting from the crypto bull run at the moment. However, the current Venus Bhukti is not good for XRP price. The following Sun Bhukti also doesn't look good for XRP price. I don't have favorable outlook at this time. Invest at your own risk. And guys, that was kind of like my little quick XRP little run through predictions. So I do see problems with XRP. I mean, unless I have a different birth time and there's something else I can look at, the chart that I was given, and I trust who gave me the information. He actually went through, he cited everything, showed me when the first block creation happened with all these cryptocurrencies. So I was able to backtrack and take a look. And it doesn't look, really good for XRP at the moment with the astrological karma with XRP. So obviously, guys, just like my disclaimer at the beginning of the video, it's going to be up to you guys and what you guys decide with your financial planners and doing your own study and your own research. But, based on what I see with the astrology is I personally wouldn't really invest in XRP at this time. And one of the things I brought up at the beginning of the video, guys, is I know that a lot of us have been thinking, last quarter of 2021, there's possible we can see an asset bubble pop. Well, I'm actually starting to think that this asset bubble, there's a possibility that it might get very volatile during this summer, starting when Saturn goes retrograde next month, May 23rd. And that was a big overlook on my May 2021 predictions, was the Saturn retrograde. And when Saturn goes retrograde in the natural 10th house of Capricorn, I do expect things to be more volatile. I think so far the governments around the world have been stabilizing things through this crisis. In the US, for example, there's been stimulus payments and there's been these unemployment payments that have been helping kind of hold everything up during this time. And I think with Saturn going retrograde starting next month, some of this stuff might start to unravel. Us trying to put the patient on life support might start to unravel a little bit. So it is kind of scary at this time. Let me, okay, sorry guys, I was switching, I have my tablet set up so I can check the live chat. I had it on top chat, not live chat. If you guys have any questions about my XRP analysis, feel free to write them in the chat at the moment. I'm looking to see if there's any more questions at all. Switzerland accepts for payments. Well, that's good. That's good for XRP. I'm gonna, I'd wonder when they made that deal. I'd like to see that in the chart. When the deal was where Switzerland accepts it for payments. I think Cardano is going to become big in Switzerland. That was one of the videos I did a few videos ago, and I think Cardano is going to be huge over there in Switzerland. Is anything else from you guys? Let's see. Live for 27 minutes. So what I'm going to end up doing with the next video is I am going to do an update. We're going to do a May 2021 update prediction. Because we're going to have to talk about, or I'm going to do a separate video, I'm going to have to talk about the Saturn retrograde. Because that's going to that could be throwing a big wrench in a lot of things. So the cryptocurrency markets, this whole asset bubble is going to be in the danger zone when Saturn starts going retrograde. This could be the greatest opportunity in the world to buy cryptocurrencies when all of them drop. It could actually be a very great time. Because, can you take a look at XLM tomorrow, please? Oh, yeah, XLM. Yeah, I can take a look at XLM. XLM will take over XRP. Both do the same thing. Oh, okay, Cash. I will take a look at XLM then. I'll need to learn about that, yeah. Did you send that in the document that you sent me? Is XLM in there? I'll have to take a look. I'll do that tomorrow. So if maybe, if we see XLM, if we see the XLM chart being very good, if we see XLM do very good, that might be the saving grace for what we see happening with XRP. So that might be what, that could save the whole thing. Yeah, 12th house, Colleen, yeah, 12th house represents foreign too. So, oh yeah, it could represent foreign investment. But overall, I see 12th house as, in our person's chart, let's say I was talking to like a person, I would say, there's a possibility you might marry somebody who's a foreigner if they had Venus in the 12th house. But when we're talking about a business, obviously it's like, oh, well, the karka of money, finance, luxuries in the house of losses, it's still a loss. Like even if, you find love in a foreign country and Venus is in the 12th house, there's still a sense of loss about it, the 12th house. It's like, I don't think you can fully escape that sense of loss. Even though it's a gain, it's kind of a loss in a way. Maybe you have to give up your identity at home to meet that person. And I'm just talking all hypothetical right now. But yeah, 12th house does represent foreign for sure. Foreign money, foreign investment. Cash, I'll take a look at XLM tomorrow. We'll look at that one. XRP doesn't have a good chart for Thor Sandalwood. Not all of them do. I think so far, guys, my favorites that I've seen so far in the cryptocurrency series, my favorites have been Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano, I think, are my three favorite cryptocurrencies that I have looked at the birth charts for so far. Thanks for the clarity. XRP has been good for traders in the past. You're welcome. I'm hoping, that this brings more information, because we're living in these really strange times, and astrology is meant to predict the future. So hopefully it brings some more clarity. You guys, I think I'm done pretty much with my XRP video. I'll take a look at XLM tomorrow. I'm going to be doing another video tomorrow, Thursday, at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we will do it on XLM. So I want to wish you guys all many blessings. Namaste as I sign off, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the next cryptocurrency video that I'm going to do, because I've been having so much fun doing this. So thank you guys.